Hello everybody, how are we doing? I've got another mod review for you today. This one's a little different. This one will be console mods, but PC players, don't run anywhere. All these mods are on PC, I've confirmed. Yes, they are on both console and PC, so both console players and PC players. Sorry, I just hit my microphone. I'm getting really angry. No, I'm playing. Can play these mods I have for you today, these 5 mods. So let us get into them. We've got a little few to go through. First, we're gonna start with Night Owl's mini reactors, or yeah, mini reactor. I think it's a reactor. These things are pretty cool. Although he did say he put an update out that added more, but can't find more. Nonetheless, these things are pretty cool. See, this is the smallest one, and it outputs 1 gigawatt or GW, whatever you want to defer GW as. I'm gonna defer it as gigawatt for the remainder of this video. Oh, okay. I kind of like that little terminal. Wait. Can we? No. Okay. I was like, imagine. Can I change the LCD? That would have been crazy. But yeah. This does 1 gigawatt. It's a little expensive to make. Nothing too crazy. I mean, 600 reactor comp. We all got that in the first hour of the game, right? Yeah, okay. Next, we're gonna move on to the Oh, I should show you this one. This is called the V2 Compact Power Core. Sorry. This one is the Large Nuclear Reactor Mark II. This is the second smallest, or second biggest. This one requires 3,000 reactor comp. Honestly, chump change. If you don't have that in the first 6 minutes of playing, I don't know what you're doing. No, I'm playing. I'm being sarcastic. This one outputs 30 GW, and you're like, what in the hell can I use that for? Well, if you're playing with mods that do like laser weapons or just something like hyperdrives, just something super constraining on power, replace those 20 reactors you have in your base with one of these bad boys, and yeah, there you go, you're good to go. This one is the primary V1 power core. This is the largest in it, with an output of 100 gigawatts. I'd say pretty chump change. It takes 3,600, pardon me, I had a little belch, reactor comp, and then 600 superconductors. Honestly, again, if you don't have this the second you spawn in, I don't know what you're doing. Okay, I'm gonna stop doing the jump joke. They do come in small grid variants. Well, 2 of them anyway. This little doohickey is the V3 mini power core. It produces 500, or sorry, 500. That would be nice. 50 megawatts. Through this little thing. It holds a fair bit. 4,000 liters. I mean, it was like 27 K. I'm sorry, 77K, 27, which is like, I don't know, 50,000 years of power, something like that. Then we have the Compact Reactor Mark II, nuclear reactor. Sorry. This little guy outputs 10 gigawatts, so technically, in a space that would take up, more or less, you know, like a block or 2, you can have this guy in a small grid. So, yeah, pretty neat. That is the Night Owl's nuclear, or oh my god. let me pause and reread the name of that, because I got it. Yeah, I'm stuttering. Help, send help. Okay, Night Owl Mini Reactor Pack. It's not a hard name. It's not a hard concept. I just couldn't say it. And there we are. We got that. So next, we're going to move on to something a little interesting. This is the... Well, let me show it. Okay, that's 1,000. Here we are. This is the 500% to 1,000% upgrade cube. I'll have that on screen for you guys. We're gonna give this a try. I don't remember if I did. Okay. So what this should do in theory is it does a little bit of everything. It's like power consumption, production speed or efficiency. And then it's also, I can't remember all the module names, all 3 of them. That's this slip in my mind. What we should do is what we're gonna come over here and we're gonna queue up 1,000. You see that's, you know, basic. For full transparency, Jesus, I cannot speak today, guys. Full transparency, the world has vanilla settings. Every setting is vanilla, of course, except for the mods. Of course. So this is the default refinery speed, or assembler speed. Well, and refiner. We'll get to you in a minute. This is producing, you know, we're about at 100 now. This should be the 500%. As far as I know, you can equip multiple, and it looks like you can actually, like, attach them to each other. I'm not entirely sure. This should be the 500%. We're going to see how much better this is. We're going to queue up 1,000. Yeah, I'd say it's pretty fast. I'd say it's a lot faster. What do you guys think? You think that's fast? I don't know. It might be a little slow, in my opinion. No. That thing is crazy. We're going to let those continue to do their thing. And this should be the 1,000. Sorry. Yeah, 1,000. Yeah, I almost said 100,000. 1,000%. This thing, I'm expecting to have 100 done in a second. Okay, well, slightly disappointed. Didn't get 100 in a second. But it's fast. It's like really fast. As you can see, it has power efficiency. I'm sorry, production speed and power efficiency at 1,100%. Not bad. It does say the attachment modules is the Intech 1000 upgrade cube 2. I think it's because it's the second one on the grid. That's called the second one. As you can see, the total power input isn't terrible. I mean, it could be better. It could be worse though, as well. I mean, with these bad boys, I mean. Let's go ahead and pull up a seat real quick. How many centuries of power do we have currently? Oh, we have 68, 67 years. Somewhere in there, roughly. Did I knock it down a year by, like, recharging off of it? Hold up. No, okay. It's like, that's crazy. Oh, you know, a long time for some. See, here we have the 1,000, the 500, and the regular refinery. So we are going to go ahead and spawn, let's do stone, I'm thinking. Yeah, we'll do stone. So we're going to spawn in the maximum amount of stone, which I think is 100,000. Which would only let me spawn 20. It breaks it down. It's alright, right? This should be the 500%. If I had to make a recommendation to this mod, it'd be kind of cool if these boxes were, like, animated, like, fluxing in and out of themselves. I know I don't think that's possible by any means, but it would be kind of cool. Let's try the 500. See how fast 20 gets done. Oh, so much faster. And a lot more ore. Wow, I mean, you gotta remember, this is just stone. Wow. Yeah, I'd say that's it's a lot better than that. Now let's move on to the 1,000 and see how fast this goes. I think it'll be pretty alright. Oh yeah, okay. That's just, it's like night and day better. 6.69. Nice. 3 point. Yeah, okay. It's like double the efficiency, which would make sense because it's 500% more. So that is pretty cool. Unfortunately, there is no small grid variant, as the things these go on do not have a small grid variant. Yeah, I know that kind of sucks. Is this still going? Yes. Well, all these have been done for a minute now. That's honestly awesome. Next on our list, we have super ship tools. There is a grinder, but for whatever reason, it makes my computer crash. I tried it on console, absolutely fine, but when I try it on my PC, it's crashing. I don't have the best PC, as you can probably tell by the video quality, and how bad my edits are. I don't have a very good PC, so, you know, maybe just a computer issue. But here we have the super ship drill and the regular drill. Yes, you'll note that one block is higher. That was so they would place on the ground, but ultimately they should, quote-unquote, go the same depth, more or less. We're going to get started with the regular drill. I'm sure you guys are pretty familiar how a drill works. We're going to let this piston slowly push it in the ground. I think I need to, like, reduce its speed slightly, because if you do it at 0.5, sometimes it bugs out and it, like, collides with the ground. Yep, pretty normal drill. I mean, it's basically like a block and a half around it that it is drilling. It's not necessarily the best thing in the world. You kind of get the picture. I don't really need to continue that at all. Here we have, I mean, me just turning this on is going to be like a night and day difference. Look at that. Look at that. That is amazing. And yes, it does actually collect more, like resources. It does, multiply. So if you took that into like ore on an asteroid. Sorry, I can barely hear myself talking over this, this drill. You take that into like, you know, an asteroid, like mining uranium, you will get more uranium as well for the mining amount. It does have like, you get more than vanilla. It's not like broken more. It's not like 1k uranium equals 10k uranium with this thing mined. No, 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 no. It's like 1k uranium equals 1.4k uranium. If you kind of get what I mean. It's not terribly broken, but it is slightly buffed. I mean, look at the hole this thing is dug. You get 4 of these lined up, and you've basically made an entrance for a ship to fly in and out of the ground. It's crazy. Yeah. I mean, look at this thing. It's terrifying. I love it. So we're going to turn this off so I can hear myself think. Alright. So next we have... I didn't get the grinder, as I said, because it breaks my game. So we're going to compare the base welder. So we have a 5x3x4. Or is it 5x4x3? I don't remember which way the dimensions go. 3 tall, 5 wide, 4 long, I guess, technically. We're going to turn this on and let it weld. Yeah. Not very interesting. This is the vanilla welder. It's pretty basic. You basically have to have the welding thing in the block to weld anything. Now, here we're going to have the large super ship welder. Yes, these do come in small grid, by the way. I didn't set them up because I forgot. But here is the super ship welder, and as you can see, yeah. Yeah.
Fuel critical.
So it welds a total of 1, 2, 3, 4 away from it, and it kind of does this whole cone thing, like this weird square circle. And I bet it would have welded maybe 1 more block out. Not entirely positive. And it does sometimes weld the block directly next to it, like right here. It doesn't always. It's kind of a little bug with this thing because its hitbox is so big. But yeah, that's it's the super ship. I know, not a lot to talk about. It's an amazing mod, but it doesn't have much you can really say about it, unfortunately. Now, I do have a question for myself. Is the inventory size of this drill 23,437? No, okay, they're the same. Okay, I was curious. So you don't get more cargo out of it, which is fine, because most people that are mining for serious do have, you know, some kind of cargo system set up at the end of their drill. Normally, most people. I don't know, maybe I'm crazy. Maybe most people don't. Let's move on over here to the... Oh my god, this one's going to be a mouthful to say. Let me pause it and try and read it word by word, and I'll get it for you. Alright, I'm going to try this, and if I get it wrong, I'll just have Google say it for me. Consolidation propulsions?
Consolidation.
Yeah, it's weird. It's hard to say. Really cool mod. Hard to say. So, we're going to start with, this. Yes, these have... Their thrusters do glow the same as that, and they, like, shoot out, and they're really animated. But, I couldn't get a ship to spawn. My Steam keeps going offline, and it's messing with my game. I don't know why it's going offline. It's just, yeah. So, I can't really get things to work very well. That's why this video seems a little rushed. I'm trying to beat the clock before Steam boots me out again. I don't know what's going on with that. But here we have the Hydrogen Thruster Striborg 40. It's a 2P. So it's like 2 small thrusters together. It does tell you it has a thrust of 4,320 kN. I don't remember that measurement. I'm sorry. Newtons? No. Kilonewtons? I'm gonna call it kilonewtons. If I'm wrong, just tell me in the comments. I apologize. Here we have the same, but it's a flat, same thrust amount. Here we have it again, but it's a sloped 30-1. I don't really know what that means, but you can see it's sloped. It's kind of nice. You can flip it over to the other way if that's what you want. This is just how I have it oriented. Here we have the sloped 32. It's kind of a different kind of slope. It's got like this whole little thing going on with it. Very nice looking, very nice looking. Here we have the slope 33, or 30-3. Kind of curves off to the side. Again, you could place a second one that's rotated and get the same effect, you know. These things, I do want to note, do take up 2 conveyor tubes, or junctions. And there is a port on the back of each piece for them. It's not just like on this one or just on this one. There, it's on the back. Here we have the slope 45-1. It's kind of neat looking. I like it. I rock with it. And here we have the 45-2. Same amount of kilonewtons. If I'm saying that wrong, again, I apologize. Probably should have Googled it. Over here, we have some more. We have the 350 series. So this has 2,160 kilonewtons. Again, it's hydrogen fuel. This only takes a singular. You know. The word's not coming to my brain right now. Conveyor junction. It was literally right there on the screen. We have the flat version, and then we have the 30-1 slope. We have the 30-2 slope. Or it's not. Yeah, slope 30-2. Again, it kind of repeats that over there, but it's a singular. Then we have the 30-3. We have less options, unfortunately. I would like to see this expanded upon, the singulars, to have a little more options, but I get it, ultimately. We do have they despawned. Well, that's unfortunate. Okay. Let me go. Okay. So we do have. It's gonna be a little annoying having to do this on the go. Oh my god, I can't orientate at all. Okay, so we have the 50. Then we have the 50 flat. The 50. That's a 30-1 slope.
Fuel critical.
We have the 30-2 slope. 30-3 slope. And then we come back around to the 50. I think we have like one more. Oh, we have the... Okay, I was lied to. It said it was a small grid. It is not. Then we have... This one's kind of aired out. I think it's the SRT 100, just based off its description. But it's not entirely... It functions, it's just not more. As you can see, this one does have 2 conveyors inputs. So it's kind of nice if you wanted to not fully conveyor it. Although that's kind of strange. Maybe you should fully conveyor it. I don't know. This one's kind of nice. I like it. It's, I think, the only small dual. Let me go into the end here and see if I can find... Oh, there was also wheels from this mod, but I'm going to be real. I think the wheels look ugly, and they perform the exact same as normal. They're just kind of ugly looking. Let's see. We had the 50. We had the clean. All right, so we have the 300, which is, funny enough, a small grid. This one's pretty big. I like that. It's pretty nice looking. I do like the way it is. It's a small grid, large, if you would. And then... Where was it? We had the 200, which is also very nice looking. This one only is a singular port, so, you know, do it kind of accordingly. I do believe that in the middle also lights up. So, very nice, very nice. We have options. Next, we're going to move on to the Steinbog 500 thruster. Oh, I didn't tell you the kilonewtons on these, did I? 196.8. 196, 196. 196, 196. This one is unknown, doesn't tell you. This one's 787.2 kilonewtons, and this final one is 1,440 kilonewtons. Again, if I'm wrong with that, I apologize. So this big boy, the Steinbog 500, has 8,640 kilonewtons. Kind of large. It's like the big version of this one right here. So if you're curious what that one looks lit up, here it is right here. These also have animations that for when it thrusts out. It's if you're playing with thruster damage, its little hitboxings are a bit weird. I suggest like playing around with it in creative before you build a survival ship, so you know what kind of it does. And then we're gonna upscale to this monstrosity with 14,400 kilonewtons. This is the Steinbog 550. Steinbog, not Berg. Again, it's really nice. I like it. It's not too crazy. And then we're gonna move over to this one, which is the exact same, but it's the flat. Yeah. Then finally, we're gonna move over to this monstrosity. This is the Steinbog 600 with 28,800 kilonewtons. Again, all these are hydrogen powered. This boy is pretty big. He's so big, he looks like he's 2 of those with some minis in the middle. Like, It's kind of crazy looking. I'm not gonna lie. So from here, we're gonna move on to our 5th and final mod. I know we're already done. I am just rolling through this right now. I didn't want to have another 40-minute long video like I did yesterday. So if these didn't despawn, it appears they didn't. So we have some warheads out here. This is a normal vanilla warhead. We're just gonna set this on a 10-second timer, back up and let it go. This is those mods right there that I'll show you in a second. Those are flares tiered warheads. I think I'll have it on screen, of course, so you can see it. And also, all the mods will be linked in the description below if you're a PC player looking for the mod. I think I may have blown up. No, surprisingly, I didn't blow up tier. Okay, so here is the tier 1. That is the vanilla explosion. The tier 1 should be a little bigger. I don't expect anything too crazy. I mean, this hole is pretty large as is. But let's get the tier 1. Any second now. Yeah. It's bigger by, I don't know, I'd say like 45% roughly. I wouldn't call it a full 50%. I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. Here we have the tier 2. Yep, big boom tier 2. Set this on its 10-second timer, back it up, and see how it goes. Of course, at the end, we're going to be rating these mods, so please stay tuned. We're going to give you a nice little rating. Remember, these are just my opinions on the rating. These are not what... Don't take me rating a mod 1 out of 10 as this is a horrible mod, don't touch it. Experience it yourself. It's got a bit bigger, although it kind of looks the same. I think maybe it's deeper than wide. Alright. Here should be the tier 3. Back it up, back it up, back it up.
Fuel critical.
Of course. Yeah, that's marginally bigger, I'd say. It's pretty nice. And finally, to no surprise to anyone, tier 4. No, I'm playing. This one is not called tier 4. This one is the thermonuclear bomb. Thermonuclear. Yeah, I had a little dyslexia. This one should be a pretty big boom. Although, this one I have tested against the ship in the past, and dear God, can it split a grid. And then some. Yeah, I mean, look at that compared to the vanilla explosion over there. The size is unrivaled. It's so big even compared to the tier 3. This thing is huge. I mean, look at my little guy down here. I am but a speck. A speck inside this crater. So yeah, that is flares tiered warheads. Sorry I made this video so rushed. I am just trying to make sure I can like get it all recorded before Steam's like, hey, I'm offline, and by the way, your Space Engineers isn't saving, so we're gonna boot you out. It's done it to me a couple times now. Kinda sucks, not gonna lie. So let's go through and go ahead and rate these mods. So first off, we're gonna start with Night Owl's mini reactor pack. I said it right this time. Look at me go. I'm gonna rate this a 10 out of 10 mod. I think it's wonderful. I really love it. I've used it several times at console servers. I've used it a handful of times at PC servers. It's very convenient if you're running like a shield mod that like pulls power. It's very nice. I know there's not a lot of those kind of mods on console. There is like 1 or 2, but they're not the greatest and they don't always work. This is just a great mod to run alongside like energy weapons or, you know, energy shields or just anything that just takes a lot of power. Kind of like those bad boys over there. Great mod. Great mod. 10 out of 10. Love it. Even the small grid's good. Let's move on to the 500 to 100%. What are they called? Upgrade cube? Upgrade cube. From Intech. I think this mod is a little busted. Not gonna lie. I wanted to toss it in here because I liked its uniqueness. But in terms of balance, I would not rate it very high. Maybe like a 4 out of 10. But in terms of enjoyability, maybe you're trying to play survival, but you really don't want to spend a week waiting for all the components to craft for you to build your ship because you're just not in it for that long of a grind. I would rate this a nice 7.5 yippies out of 10. I can already imagine myself playing the yippee sound 7 times. In the editing. Pretty good mod. I like it. Not balanced though. Unless you're just looking for something to speed up your single player playthrough, then there you go. The Super Ship mod, Super Ship tools. Oh my god, that's hard to say. Mod, I use it a lot. Like every chance I get, I toss it into my mod packs, quote unquote packs. This one's got to be like a 9 out of 10. There is one or two that are way cooler, but those are more like they're just a drill, or they're just, you know, the Kodiak welders, for example. That's an amazing mod. I might put that one in my next video. Yeah, I'd say it's like, you know, it's pretty good. It's rated. Oh, did I already rate it? You know, if I did, ignore that rating. I'm rating this a 9 out of 10. Could be better in some ways, like the not crashing issue. But again, that could be just be my PC. Who knows? This is really great. Now we're gonna move on to the input. Google saying the name of it here.
Consolidation.
Here, please, because I can't seem to say it. Propulsion mod. I really like this one. I've used it a handful of times. It does look really good when you start like coloring it. I mean, these things do look nice. They do work very well. I mean, we can start tossing in like the sci-fi. I mean, yeah, look at that. Look at that. They look good. They work good. I don't like the amount of gray that shows. It's like uncontrollable. That is a bit of a bummer in my opinion. But ultimately, what can I really do? Nothing. It's not my mod. But I do like it. I am gonna give this another 10 out of 10 yippies. I really like this one. I used it a few times, and I would love to use it more in the future. No, I'm gonna downgrade that to a 9.5 out of 10, only because those wheels are ugly. The wheels for the mod are not great. So, lastly, we are going to rate the flares. Yes. Oh wait. Oh, okay. That's strange. Pretty sure I typed it this way last time. Warhead. There we are. We're gonna rate these warheads. I would say that they're fun, but they're not balanced. So I give it like they're fun. They're fun, yeah, but they're not balanced at all, right? So I'm gonna give this a 6 out of 10. I don't know. If you want like massive destruction mayhem, where like your entire ship that you spent a week building in vanilla gameplay to, you know, be decimated in an instasecond. 10 out of 10 mod. But, I mean, I guess I could see this being more like a cinematic thing, you know, like you fly away from your base and like it explodes and like a cutscene kind of thing, which then I'd give that like a 9 out of 10. It's a funky mod. It's a funky mod. It's good. And it's bad, I guess, for balance. It just doesn't mix well. Fun, though. It is fun to blow up stuff. I mean, it's really fun to blow up stuff. You know what? How about we blow something up before we end the video here? Okay, so we're gonna blow up my ship. This is the Arc Predator. You may have seen it last video getting absolutely pummeled, and now you're gonna see it get hit by 2 thermonuclear, sorry, warheads that should be going off any second now. Oh. Jesus. Wow. Yikes. Well, I mean, do I still have a thruster? I do, and they're still on. That is beautiful. I do technically still have some level of thrust. I even rear thrust. I don't think I have anything to push me that way, though. That might be a bit of a struggle. I'm not sure if I get any... No, all these thrusters down there are cut from... Yeah. Wow. I don't think I have anything to push me up, either, now that I think about it. Nope, nothing to push up. Oh boy. Well, this would be a very bad time in space. But anyway, that's been the video, guys. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.